Let me tell you what styling is.
Do you watch Love Is Blind?
So I've seen like the first couple of episodes of the first season, and I was like,
which one was the first season? That's the one with the black girl and the
the black
white
guy
dude?
and the white,
Okay.
yeah. And then
I think they're the only successful people in this whole series.
yeah, it seemed that way. Like you could tell they had a real connection though.
Mm-hmm.
Like they weren't faking it. And then there was like that white couple where that woman clearly did not want that man.
Oh yeah,
at all, and she
the
was
man with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, like she was treating him like shit the whole time.
Uh-huh.
She really wanted the other guy, Brad.
Yes, bad.
But bad. Like she seen him and she was just like did the panties just dropped off of her?
Right. She couldn't.
She was mad. She was with this guy and she just was treating him like shit.
Do you see that episode? Like she was drunk and like just like throwing her words at the camera.
Yeah, yes, like just being an asshole. I'm just like, girl, if you don't get off this damn show, you know you do not want that man.
So Love Is Blind season 3 is out right now. Shout out to VC Vintage. Shout out to Victoria. Shout out to my girl Diamond, aka Laura Charles. I was doing, like I said, I went to Exotica. I was posting a lot of stuff. Or I was like editing a lot of stuff. So I didn't really. I was doing too many multitasks to really even be caring what I was watching. I just put it in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get into it, but I don't care about when they're in the pods.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care about them not seeing each other. I need to see them in the real world. I need everybody to see each other, and then we know what the fuck it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this is bullshit. Love is not blind.
That love is not blind. I'm sorry, but like you could be like, and I don't think that it's shallow. I just think it's a part of the human experience. Like,
right.
At the end of the day, it's like I need to see what I like in order for me to know how I'm gonna feel about you. Like you could be the best person in the world. But like if you're just
over here looking like Lord of the Rings, like
that's what I'm saying. Like you show up at Smeagol, I'm like, oh no, oh no, come on.
Right, bless your heart, bless your soul, but
you're
can't.
You're a really nice friend.
People understand. People understand physical attraction is a lot.
Yeah,
it may not be everything, but it's a lot. It makes sense. So the people right now, like, I want to ask you a question, but like the people right now that are couples, because there's a lot of people on this show the black people never really get shows. Let's start there.
Yeah,
the black women especially.
Yeah,
like that black girl in the beginning in the first season may have been like the one, and I mean black, like not ambiguous.
Yeah, like I don't know really what you are.
Yeah,
but you ain't.
I know you not. That's what it is. I know you not white.
I know that.
Right. So the couples on this show right now, as it stands, is Alexa, who's 27, white. Brennan, 32, white. Actually, Alexa, she's white, but she is Israeli, I think. Something like
so
that.
she's spicy white.
She's spicy white.
No,
Yes.
Look spicy white.
Listen, that's why I fuck with you.
She got some flavor.
She knows. Like I be having intuition. I'm like, yo, I feel like we gonna be cool. So, yeah, spicy white. And her family is like you at the house like, damn, like who'd y'all kill? Like this is
oh shit.
Y'all got money.
Oh, okay. You just said they was Israeli. Of course they got cash. You just said it.
Yeah. They got money. And it's clear. Like they only wake up in silk. Like they got money.
Exactly.
So and Brennan, he's 32 years old, white. Like he even said it like, man, sir, and he's sir, ma'am, like he's real, they actually are the best couple. Like they're the couple that should be something. But Alexa comes from his family, brings the family. He said like he's like, sir, I grew up with no heat. Like I was, we was thugging. We was thugging it out. Like, and man was like, yeah, I just want you to be able to take care of my daughter. Like this is what my daughter got. This is where my daughter came from. So like I need you to like do something.
Do something that's close to this.
But Brennan don't want to work. Like he'll take care of her, but like he's expressed himself like he's like, yo, yeah, I just really want to be like a stay at home dad. I'll be the softball coach. And
oh Lord God,
I'm like, sir. So,
my primal female instincts is saying no.
Saying no to this man. I'm sorry, I don't know this man. I'll walk past him in the street. I wouldn't know what thing.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I really want to be there for the family.
Listen, like I have so many things and thoughts about that.
There's a lot of this shit is fucked up. Bart, I'm gonna go back to him. Bartise.
Mm-hmm.
They say he's 27 on the website, but I think he's 25.
Okay.
Nancy's 32. Nancy's fine. Fuck with Nancy. Mm-hmm. She is a speech pathologist, something like that. I don't know what that word means for real.
I'm not sure either. I'm gonna say it helps people to speak.
Like I said, I'm gonna say that too. Hand on the buzzer. Mm-hmm. But and she's actually, what do you call it? She's giving her eggs out. Mm-hmm. Frozen her eggs, whatever. And people like, blah blah blah. So she's like, there might be some like people with my DNA around. Like she said that like in the pods. And she's been divorced twice. She's 32.
I'm about to say, how old is this lady? 32. She's
32. She's been divorced twice. Mm-hmm. She's banging body. She's dope. She's cool.
Yeah.
But she really, you could tell she just want to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And Bartise, he's 25. And he's a douche.
Oh. How did they ended up together?
She wants him, like, because, oh man, emotionally we just connect, just like blah, blah.
It sounds bad. Oh God, her picker sounds wrong.
There is a couple, Raven, 29. She is black and white mixed. And this guy SK, I forget his real name, but they just call him SK. He's 34. He's Nigerian. Like they've been trying to fuck around and like put all the different kind of matches they could find. And then there's Colleen, who's 26, white. Matt, 28, white. Cole, 27, white with beautiful eyes. And and Zainab, 32, who we don't really know what she is, but she's not white, but she's adopted by a white family. And I fuck with her mom. Her mom's cool. So going back to Raven, Bartise wants, because eventually they see everybody.
Yeah.
And then people have regrets about who they chose to marry. let's remember that. To marry. Like, I don't mind Love is Blind. I've always said this. I don't mind Love is Blind. I don't think marriage should be
what
blind. You're gonna. Yeah. Marriage is not blind.
No, hell no.
So Bartise is with Nancy. Nancy wants Bartise. Bartise sees Raven. He's like, damn.
I should have picked her.
Because it was this other person that was his other connection, without seeing her. But Raven is a workout freak. She's not so emotionally connected, from what I could see at least. Because like he was like breaking down, I was like, yeah, man, my dad left and all this, whatever, blah, blah. And she's like, word? That's crazy. Wow. That's
oh shit, like, damn, that's so crazy.
And he hears it. Yeah. He can't see it, but he's like, yeah, so you done with your sets? And she was like, oh, you can hear that? He's like, yeah. I just poured my heart to you. And like, you know what? I'm gonna step away because you don't really seem to be, which is a smart decision.
Yeah, definitely.
But now he sees her, he's like, damn, she look good. And he's like, yo, man. And he's a deuce, like I said. Like he's like, and he's very not self-aware. So he sees Raven and he's like, hey, it's like, oh man, like she's the person that you can see her. She, she's one that gets attention to people. They see me. I'm the one that gets attention from people. Like we're two attention getters.
Oh God, I hate them people.
Like we get together. Like we'll be the perfect couple. Like I'll definitely go out to her. Like she's like a 10. Like blah blah all this stuff. He tells Nancy this, the girl that he's with.
He's telling Nancy
in the bed, kikiing
about how much better the other woman is. What a piece of shit.
So this is his non-aware ass. Because I'm like, dog, sometimes you got this real back.
Yeah.
Nancy, 32, a little sharper, and they just met everybody for the first time. She's like, yes, how do you think about today? And she's like, I met my other, because everybody had other connections. She's like, I met my other connection. Like, I saw you, and I'm like, yeah, I made the right decision. Like, this is great. I had no reservations. And he's like, yeah, I had a different experience. So I was like, oh my.
Oh shit. Oh.
I'm like, you're a dickhead already off the rip. He's like, yeah, I saw Raven, man, and she's a knockout. Like I just in bed with the girl right next to her. He's like, she's a knockout, man. Like, if we was at a bar, like this is like that's just who I would go for in real world. So he like bigs her up to the 20th degree, and he's like, but like we got that emotional connection, and
you're nice. You're nice.
And he's like, I hope you don't feel any kind of way of like just me oversharing and everything. And she's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, she's
like giving it a depth stare, like you bitch.
Douchebag. Like, why did I choose your dumb ass? That kind of reminds me of the first season when I forget who it was. It was actually the only black couple where it was a black guy and a black girl. And you remember what I'm talking about? And then at the end, like the guy confessed that that he was bisexual. Mm-hmm. And then gave the girl shit whole time.
A lot. His name was Carlton.
Yeah.
I remember Carlton.
Oh my God. He was the worst.
What? You think I'm gay? I didn't even know he was gay, girl.
You just said you just had.
Oh, you mad because I'm gay? What? Nobody said nothing.
Yeah. Like first he wanted to treat her like shit first and then have this whole confessional breakdown. And then she was like, well, why didn't you just say anything? Oh, so you judgmental?
Right. He went off the rails like crazy.
They started talking about how bad her lace front was. I mean, oh my God, the lace front wasn't good, but damn.
You had to do it to the girl. She didn't do that.
Come on now.
Right. Like, she was still trying to be on the side for a long time. Like, I felt bad for her.
I felt bad for her, too. I would have been so mad. Like, yo, relax. Like, you do what you want to do, but I just feel like, you could have disclosed that to her and in a better way than, being an ass first and then having this, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. He was just doing the most. But yeah, that other guy sounds just like the same douchebag.
He's not a fun person.
Yeah.
Bartise is very unaware of himself and just talking. And Nancy still wants to be with the man. Like, even he asked her, and he clearly has reservations because he asked her, he's like, listen, like right now, if you get married right now, like if we got married right now, like you would say yes, and he's like, absolutely, 100%.
Yes. And she said that?
Mm-hmm. She's like, absolutely, I just want you.
Oh,
and he's like, really?
That's a shame because he probably looking at her like, and this is the same woman that was divorced 2 times already at 32.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Her picker is terribly off because the man just told you how much you ain't measuring up to some other woman. The woman is not even emotionally connected, but he would rather her than you. And you're still like, yeah, I would definitely.
To give you more insight to rather her than you, she told him, like, there's, of course, she had a pool party because,
there's always a pool party.
And this liquor. This when they met, what it was like, he's like, yeah, man, you're the sort of person I would go to. And she's like, yeah, you too, but like, I just feel like we don't have anything to connect. This is the one time I liked Raven. She's like, we don't have anything to connect with. Like, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about like just working out. Like, we don't nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
And so she pretty much kind of deaded him. So I'm like,
wow,
good. And this is when Bart. So and also Nancy's also like a real estate person, and she has one property still connected to her ex-husband. Who apparently Bartise thought was out of the picture more, and she was like, she didn't really tell him everything. She's like, oh, he's more connected than I thought he was. Blah blah blah, real insecure shit. But it's like, dog, like I'm done. Like we're not doing nothing. He's cool. I trust him. But he asked some valid questions. He's like, so his name is on the thing. It's like, is your name on it too? He's like, yeah. He's like, so if he like defaults, like it's all on you. And he's like, yeah. It's like, but you trust me? It's like, yeah. It's like, okay. So he was asking some simple, some good questions.
Yeah, definitely.
But then he was like. He's 25 years old. He don't got no money, and she was like, yeah, this is like $100,000. I'm putting off of it. Like, it's a beautiful house that she's making, and she's like, when we have our finances, like your money is my money, our money is like it's all together or whatever. And he's like, oh, this is our money.
He's like, man, I hit the jackpot with this one.
So yeah, he tamed it down a little bit. He meets the family. He meets her family. I fuck with her family. Her family is the realest. Her family may not even know the cameras is rolling.
That's organic.
They got. I don't even know if I saw the mom. Yes, I did. That was her. Yeah, that was the mom. But that's how you know how gangster his family is. The mom don't come until like later. She's like, hey, son, handle that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you how gangster this whole shit is. Whatever. Like she has two brothers. One is young. Well, one is older, but he just looks smaller, and like it's really like Big Joker, Baby Joker of like Next Friday type shit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So and the dude's looking at Bartise, whatever, grilling him, whatever, asking questions. He's like, He's like, yeah, man, she's a great girl, and I just feel like we have a good life and blah blah blah. All this surface stuff. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, he's picking up on. He's like, yeah, man, you saying all these good things, man, but like, you didn't really say nothing about my sister for real. Like, do you even know her? Like, blah blah. Mm-hmm. And like, he just like sizing him up, like, what up, cuz? Like, he really just like
damn right.
breaking him down. And the other dude, like, Baby Joke over here, he just kind of like, he's a little more quiet. He's like, yeah, say, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, but no, seriously.
He was just like, whatever she want, whatever she want to do. I'm not gonna step out, but as long as you treat her right, but the other one, the older one, is like, no. I don't know about to cut this boy jib, man. I don't know. He's quiet and he's like, yeah, okay, I might shank you tonight. Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, keep messing around.
He meets the whole family now. He meets them and sister or whatever and whoever else is there, and the mom is there, and the mom is just like letting him talk, letting him do about things, and like, how you gonna like provide and all this stuff, basic questions. And he's like, and she's like letting him go. He's saying all this stuff, whatever. If you see him talk, you're just like, I would never want to be your friend. Like, he just so bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and unaware, and a douche. And
don't forget douche.
And don't forget the douche. But the mom was like, okay, I've been watching you talk. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let you know, like, I'm good at just like observing people, and just like, you can't, like, I could tell when you're lying. Like, I am a bounty hunter.
The mom said that? Oh, shit.
Like, I run a business.
Yeah.
And I'm a bounty hunter. And
I'm on to you.
I'm on that ass. Like, so if you do something.
Yeah.
I don't gotta be there.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
on it.
Hands are clean. I'm good.
Exactly.
So I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out for you, bro. Like, you got them on your head. And I haven't seen, they break up these weeks, they break them up like 3 episodes a week.
Yeah.
So there's not wrapped up yet, but they did like do a little snippet of the wedding, and older brother was like, this motherfucker over here wasting our time. Like, yo,
that ass though. You know damn well you ain't married this damn woman. So they get married on the show, like at the end of the show. Because I never watched the.
You never watched the full thing.
Yeah. They get married on the show.
On the show. So you got what is it, 4 weeks? You got 4 weeks.
So you got 4 weeks to meet someone behind a wall, fall in love.
No. Well, you meet them. I don't know how long that process is. Because whenever you say you want to go, you go.
Yeah.
And then once you meet out in the real world, you have like 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
A
month ain't enough.
You got a month.
I'm telling you.
1 month you should know.
You should know that you want
to be there for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, at least 20.
At least
20. Christ. What type of crap is that, man?
Terrible. So I feel bad for Nancy, because Nancy is fine and gorgeous, but she really wants somebody. And Bartise, he's young. Also, they had a conversation about, and you could tap into this whatever too, because I am not a woman. Mm-hmm. They had a conversation about like abortions, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Which I like that they had the conversation on screen. I don't know how it came up exactly. I think Nancy was asking questions, and she's a good reader too. She just gotta let you go. Probably got it from her mama, her bounty hunter mama.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm gonna just watch you. And she was like, what do you think about abortion? He was like, oh man, I feel like everybody gets a pass. I feel like everybody gets like one pass. Mm-hmm. But like if you do it again, like you should know better. Mm-hmm. Certain kind of thing. He wasn't putting everything. He wasn't wrong, but he wasn't putting everything in perspective. She's like, so what if you like get raped or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah, that goes without question. Like, yeah, that's a different situation. Like, if you get raped, blah blah blah, sexual assault, like, handle your business. Whatever you got to do. All fair answers.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like. And I thought to somebody the other day, I'm like, yo, men, we be having privilege. We don't even think about that sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's one of them things where it's like it's just. Like, just biologically, the way we're set up as women and men, it's like men will never really understand that topic. No. You're just too far removed from it because it's not a part of your life experience.
It's not a daily experience.
Yeah, exactly. It's not anything that you have. Like, you can worry about getting someone pregnant, but you never will have to worry about being pregnant and then having to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you'll never really understand like what it comes down to, like making that choice, like. And then it's like, then you have a lot of men making the decision around you or judging you if you do it as a woman. But it's just like, like I said, once you get pregnant, it's a forever life-changing experience. Whether you decide to keep the baby or get rid of the baby, it's a life-changing experience.
And that's to put it on me. Like, I was having a conversation yesterday, and like I talk loosely, I talk freely, and sometimes I don't realize I'm like, damn, I could trigger somebody sometimes. Yeah. Because like I was talking about you know Philly. Mm-hmm. I work for a company that I'm not gonna say, but Underground.
Yeah. Yes.
You know about the Underground.
Yes.
You know, so you know that goes all the way to like the train stations, Patco, and all that stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know that one little hall, like before you like make it to like under like going to like Broad Street line, whatever.
Yes.
That hallway, in my head I would call it like this little rape hall.
Oh God, because it's dark and scary.
Nothing they redid it. Yeah. You know, they made it a little more bright and vivid, but it's nothing for a good like. It's a good little mile of walking.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's nothing there. Mm-hmm. So like I'm like, I think something can happen to you right here. Like you gotta be aware. You can't have your headphones on. You gotta be aware.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. I don't walk underground no more after COVID, but like you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I said that I'm like. Damn, I'm like, I haven't realized, like, I'm saying a rape hole, I'm saying it in jest, but like that, I'm like, damn, I'm like, what is the percentage of women that like that something happened?
Experience that, yeah.
And she told me like it's probably 95%, like some sexual assault, whatever. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if it's not something as extreme as rape, like you know, like I've been in situations where, like I'm working for like a club, and then the manager is like trying to come on to you, and like you know, then assault happens, and then it's like, oh my God, you know, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean I was drunk, and then it's like
I was drunk.
Yeah, that's always
that's always a lie. That's the biggest lie.
I was drunk. I was
so drunk. I didn't even know I touched you like that.
As I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it. Definitely. I think it happens to men too.
Yeah, not at the same pace.
Not at the same pace. And I don't think men talk about it either. Like, I don't think any man...
We do not talk about it
at all. I don't think any man would be like, yeah, I've been assaulted. So, you know what I mean? If anything, like it just kind of goes under the rug when it comes to men. But, you know, I just think when it comes to stuff like that, you just gotta be careful, like how you know what I mean. We talk about those things,
but that comes with age and just knowing. Cause like I was talking about it, I'm like, yo, I was 13 years old in high school, or 13. I was like in 7th grade, and I was a big wrestling fan. I was wrestling. China was my woman. I was loving everything about, you know, I don't know the ones that was out there, whatever. Trish Stratus. I had him in a locker or whatever, and like I think one day they're like, "Hey, you gotta take this shit down." I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Yeah.
But like there was one girl, only one in particular, but like, and maybe I did like her, but like there was a thing of just like slapping ass. And like I'm like I would never in my life think about doing that shit today, but I'm just like I used to go around slap ass, like maybe run or maybe like walk back or stare and laugh. Like
you used to do that to the girls. You run over and slap ass.
Just as one particular person, but like
were you guys like dating or something?
No,
you just this one particular person.
Yes, like. I'm like, why did I do that?
Yo,
why was that a thing? Like, why was that acceptable behavior?
Yo, yeah,
and like it probably, and like you know, my friends like it probably wasn't then. Like you probably felt the way then. I'm like,
yeah,
but we didn't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like back in the day, you don't really think about it. When you're young, you don't think about that type of stuff, and then it's like things change with time too. So like as you get older. Especially like nowadays, like, you know, the way you speak to people, address people. Yeah, like certain things, like everything now is like you can get canceled within a second. Like,
and I don't want to put it all on white people, but like I grew up in a white neighborhood and I didn't really learn a lot of, you know, of the morality until I moved to a black neighborhood.
For real?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, the accountability, huh?
Yeah.
How about crazy. That shit?
Wow.
How that shit work? It's crazy. So, I mean, I got sidetracked a little bit. Cole, 27, Zenab, 32. This is where I want to ask you about some things.
Okay.
Cole, I'm trying to think who he is. He's a handsome white guy, you know, kind of whatever, like, you know. He's in love. Everybody's in love with everybody else. Outside of Alexa and Brennan, everybody else got other shit going on. He loves Colleen. After he saw her, he was like, damn. Like you're a knockout. Like you're a 10 out of 10. I would want to be with you. Like, you know, Zenab is a beautiful girl. A beautiful girl. I think they had sex the first night that they was together. The next day, she was like, he was kind of quiet and weird. And like, it wasn't really.
That sucks.
Yeah. And like, granted, she could be in her head. Like, yeah, dog, like, I'm just how I wake up. Like, you know, it was a great night, blah, blah. But turns out she may have been tapped into some things, whatever. Because like later we see like he really, like Dan Colleen is. She's like, yo, Zainab is great, but it's like not what I expected my wife to look like. Which feels like a cop out, but it's like it's not what I expected my wife to look like. It's like, what do you expect your wife to look like? And Colleen is like super cowgirl, regular national USA poster child.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Like that's just like I'm like, okay, I see where you're going. Zainab is definitely not white.
Okay.
She grew up in a white, she was adopted. And her mother said like, yo, she lost both her parents and all this stuff, whatever. Like, who knows how she's dealing with things, coping with that.
Yeah.
And he and I like that he was a little bit. He listened to her because he's like, yo, she just want to. Because like he told the girls like, hey, I told my family we're about to get married, blah blah blah, and they're really not into it. Like they just really are not supportive. They will not be there at the wedding, and that's crushing her. It's like you think it's on her. It's like it's not even about really her, but it's like they think this process is crazy. So like, what are you doing? Like you losing your mind? You in a cult? What you doing?
Exactly. What are you getting into?
So and her mom was like, yo, she lost both her parents. Like so that family thing is really important to her. He's like, oh shit, that clicks a lot now. It makes more sense. So he has some good sensibilities. However, he's a little tone deaf with a little less than Bartise, but close.
Oh God!
They was in the bed, pillow talking, whatever. And you could tell anybody that's like listening and watching, you could notice somebody's insecurities a mile away.
Yeah.
Because like first night she take all her makeup off, whatever. She's like, I ain't gonna be as pretty as I used to be, and all this stuff. Like, you still think I'm beautiful? You still like fucking with me? And and like he was making a little jokes. He was like, nah, man, like you're my girl, whatever. But like you could tell that was in her head. And then like the next day, or after they met Colleen, he's like yeah, Colleen's like a 10 out of 10, man. She's amazing, blah blah. But like you're like a 9 out of 10.
Oh God.
Some things just, even if it's true,
just don't do it.
I'm not like you're beautiful.
Yes.
If I see Beyonce next year, I'm like, damn, that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you that though.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, that's my girl.
That's
we
what
together.
I'm saying. And I feel like that whole rating scale is weird too. Like you're like an 8 out of 10. You're like a 9 out of 10. Everybody looks so damn different. Like
everybody's attractive on the show.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like you can't give people, when people ask like, oh, like rate me. Like what are we, like 15 years old? We're full blown adults.
Right. Yeah. So she was kind of like, he was on a shit list for a while, but she just clams up a little bit. He gets a little quiet about it, but like she doesn't really know how to say all her words. She's very witty, but she's just like, I don't really know how to be combative. And he's just like, but he's like, what? You want me to lie? You want me to say you want me to act like you're the only girl in the world that exists?
God.
She's beautiful. I'm just sorry. She's beautiful, but you're great too. But I'm like, dog.
Thank you for making me feel like an afterthought. You're great too, but look at her, like.
Yeah. And the thing is, you say it's an afterthought, and it's right. You're absolutely 100% right there. And this is where I'll play a little bit a cape for Cole. It's just like, men and women are like, some people just hear the negative.
Yeah,
they don't hear any of the positive.
Yeah, that's true.
And granted, he wrapped his positive in like a barbed wire.
Yeah, exactly. It was
trash. But and then later they all I think they end up going out for drinks, whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm gonna get back to Bartise. Nancy was talking to this Asian guy, I forget his name, but like he was her other connection. And she's like, I think we have a good life together, but like, I think you'll get tired of me after like a couple of years or whatever. So it's a no for me, dog. And and I love Nancy. I love she's a thug. And he's like, you have any regrets? She's like, no, I have no regrets saying no to you. And I was like, I love that sentence. I'm good. I'm so happy I said no to you, whatever. And they talk and laugh and whatever, kikiing. Because the Asian dude is fake as fuck. Like, he put like Bazzi in his eyes to cry. Like, he's wild.
Wow.
Happened on TV. They show and everything.
Oh,
he's
God.
He's like, is it okay I'm doing this?
Yo.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
People are so.
But he was talking to Bartise already don't want Nancy.
Yeah, clearly.
And they talking, Asian boy and Nancy, and Bartise walks up, and Nancy like crying because like she's talking about like, Bartise, it don't seem like he want me, blah blah. She's in tears. Bartise coming over. I don't think he looked in her direction right away. He's like, hey, what's going on over here? What you talking about? What's going on? Like, he's being real insecure. Like, I'm like, this woman is crying. You ain't going to address that?
Nope.
You're going to be like, yeah, what happened? Why are you crying? That's simple. Why are you crying? Let's start there.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you good? Like, anything I need? Like, I feel it away. Like, anything I should be worried about?
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, sit your bitch ass in the
corner.
Yeah,
you said there's like a 7-year age difference between them, right?
25, 30, yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be dating nobody that young anyway.
What's your age limit?
Max.
What's your span?
So, only 2 years younger. You can only be 2 years younger than me and no more than like 10 years older.
Okay.
Like, I'd be more willing to date an older guy than a young guy. Yeah, for real though. Like, cause I just feel like, anything 2 years younger than me, and even if you are, like, I've met some terribly immature people.
Yeah.
And I feel
no matter what age.
No matter what age, exactly. Like, you could be older and still immature as shit.
Right.
But I just feel like I wouldn't, like, at this age, date somebody that was like 22 because we're just in two different areas of life. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, even Nancy has a terrible picker. She picks terrible men.
She has a bad track record.
Yeah.
Colleen is 26. Matt is 28. Colleen is, like I said, she's the typical cowgirl. Like, she's like, and Matt is, I'm trying to think. He's like a lesser of the what's the Notebook boy? Gosling,
Ryan Gosling, that handsome, wonderful man.
Yeah. He's like a third understudy.
Oh man, like his cousin.
Yeah, he's cousin. Like, they can be related for sure.
Okay.
Not terrible looking, but
I
it could be related.
This show. Watch it tonight.
And then Colleen had the conversation with Cole, saying like, because Cole's like, yo, if I saw you, I'd have picked you. And she's like, you know what? I think you cute too. Like, if we was at a bar, whatever happens. But right now, this is what we're doing. Whatever. Like, she played into it a little bit, not too crazy like he was, because he initiated it. And then she told everybody's had bad poor communication. She told Matt, the one that she picked to marry. Let's get back to marry.
To marry, yeah, to marriage.
She told Matt wasn't having that shit. He's like, what? You think he fine? Like, you
like him?
You like him for real? Like, no, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And
for real? He really got mad like that?
He got mad like that. He got mad to the point where I'm like, yo, you might beat her.
Ooh.
Like, in life. And it was like, it was bad because she was crying like, no, don't leave. And I'm like, this is a train wreck of a, you've seen this before. Like, no, he don't be meaning to punch me. He just be getting real excited.
Yeah, he getting her prepped. He getting her prepped for
he
her
is
future.
Prepping her for real. And I'm just like, he's like, no, I'm walking like, dog, if some girl, saw you, you was with, and like, just saw some guy that they like, whatever, you wouldn't be mad? Like, exactly, man, blah, blah. Just pumping his chest and shit.
Oh.
And, yeah. Matt Gosling.
Oh my God.
So Matt, I think a lot of people just want to be on the show to be on TV.
Just to be on the TV, yeah.
To be for real, because Matt ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we talked it out, we worked it together. I'm like, all right.
These people ain't really getting no damn
like, you white
married.
beating ass, like
exactly.
You seem like the type.
And all she did was just tell him that she thought he was attractive.
Yes. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Like, I think he's attractive, bitch.
Well, he was stuck on like, whatever happens, huh? Like that's he was stuck on that part, whatever. Which is like,
why did she tell him that part? Y'all just talk too much.
Y'all just doing a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see that guy over there?
So
my God, he's so hot.
These white guys. It's always bros before hoes for white guys. For men it's not like that. It's always hoes before bros. We don't.
For men, or what kind of
men?
For
black men, we don't.
I don't know about all that.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, pussy comes before men.
You mean, so you were talking about actual men and not man children, right?
Yeah, right. Not these guys.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of man children walking around.
Yeah,
and grown bodies, but you
want to play Madden? You want to go on a date? I'm going on a date, dog. Like, I'm going on a date.
Yep.
So anyway, they back together, whatever, blah, blah. Everybody gets together again. Colleen is talking to Zainab, but clearly leaving out shit because Zainab is Cole's, significant other. And, she's like, yeah, he came to me, but like, it was nothing like that. Like, I was just entertaining him. I wasn't really trying to, people would just downplay the fuck.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Why did you even come up here and tell me that shit if you gonna lie?
Lying. And then Zainab's like, okay, I get you. And then, but Zainab, she's like, I'm gonna talk to Cole. I'm gonna talk to your man too, Matt, because we on the shit end of the stick. And he's like, yeah, he said that, whatever. And Cole was like, Matt Matt was like, yeah, she said whatever happens, happens. Whatever. She's like, oh, she ain't tell me that shit. And now she back mad at Cole again, whatever, like. And he's like, why? He's like, I thought we were good. I thought we were in a good place. And now, you want to play victim again. And you talking about whatever. He's like, no, we get the information. He's like, no, like, yo, I'm sorry. She looks good. But you are.
Like, what do you want?
What do you want from me? I don't have, like, what do you want?
I have eyeballs.
She looks damn good, okay? So, shit. yeah. Fuck, damn, man. I'm tired of this shit. You don't see that she's a fine mamma jamma?
That's what I'm saying. She look good, all right?
She look good.
Look good.
She look good. You don't see that she look good?
Exactly. But you all right too?
You good? You all right too? Listen, you got fuck with you. Fuck with your heart a long way.
Who do I come home to though?
Like who?
But that's where that is.
I taught you all day, right? I taught you all day.
But who do I come home to?
I text you in the morning, at night. I know you sleep.
What matter about these hoes?
Right. I was gonna get right back.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
So he's awful. Okay, but I'll wrap this up here. I'm happy I actually left that. I think I talked about everybody else. I need to talk. Everybody's trash. Alexa and Brennan is the best one.
Yeah.
Raven, 29. SK, 34. Nigerian, black and white girl.
Mm-hmm.
SK is not awful looking. But he's dull as shit. He's boring as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, but he's like, he taps in, like, he kind of calms her down, which I'm like, I like that dynamic a little bit. She met his parents or her mom, whatever, his mom and his brother, and younger brother's like, yeah, do what you think, dog, don't give a fuck, like, whatever, get money. And the mom was like, just looking at it, she's like, I like you, I liked it. Yeah, it sounds good. But I think the mom just want her son to be, married. I don't think she even cares. Like, and she's beautiful. Like, I just want pretty babies. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck you think this is? Because like the Ravens were like, yeah, my parents ain't coming. Like, I'm not really fucking with. Like, they ain't fucking with me right now. And she's like, oh, that's great. Let's get married. And I'm like, yo, you don't see these flags?
Yo. So why Raven parents wasn't coming? Just because of
I think because of that, or I think because of that. Maybe it's more. I might be forgetting. Pardon me if I'm forgetting. And SK is Nigerian. He's well-to-do. Like, I forget what his job is exactly, but he's going back to school.
Okay.
He's 34. He's going back to school. They're getting married in 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to school for 2 months in California. They're like not in California. There's a good long distance. After 2 months after like getting married, like he'll be gone.
Yeah.
It's like that's not. And like and then he met Raven's friends, and Raven's friend, they ain't holding back. It's like, yeah, this ain't gonna work, dog. Like, you leaving? That's like it's not like. And the girl's like, you robbing my friend of experience. Like, you robbing her of. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I mean, my friend Dom was like, yo, shut the fuck up. He gonna get this money. And I'm like,
that's what I was just
that's also a thing too.
I mean, I want the man. Like, my thinking is, if you already had that in the books for you to go back to school, and that's gonna help you out and help us out. Then who am I to tell you? Well, I need you to be by my side for this marital experience. Like,
you know what's funny? Now that you say that, and I'm putting it together now, there was a conversation they had as you're going. Like, I'm gonna go back to school. And she's like, yeah, so if I get this, we get this house, whatever, and you're not going to be here, I still need to pay half the rent. I'm like, bitch, you don't shut the fuck up. I'm not even there. You want me to pay for half your shit?
Yeah. See, now that is true.
Like, I get we married. Yeah. So maybe a little different. Maybe I'm a little, cuckoo. But, like, I'm not there.
So you ain't going to pay half of your wife's rent?
If we're together, probably. If we're together, like, we married.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm going to do that. If we married and, like, I know I'm going to come back here or whatever, but like, I just met you.
Yeah, see, exactly. And that's where the whole show
if we married and we've been riding, for 5 years, 10 years, whatever, like, yo, I'm married, I'm going to go away for a while. Yeah, I'm going to handle my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different, thing. I'm going to handle that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go away, I'm going to make money for us, but I'm going to handle that. I'm going to take care of it. He's also, like, he ain't got no money right now. Yeah. Like, he's going to school.
He's going to school so he can get some money. That's true.
Right. So,
that is true. Like, why don't you just stay at your apartment?
Why don't you stay at your apartment?
Where you was already handling bills.
By yourself.
Yes. And then I go make my money, and then when we get some money, then we can go do other things.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get a house right now.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, maybe, across the lines. Like, yes, married for a substantial, and you've been together for a substantial amount of time, I'm going to pay half the bills.
Yeah.
Half the rent, whatever. But if I just met you, we buy a house, I can't promise I can support this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And I don't even know if I like you.
You're like, who are you? Exactly. Like, only a month in? Come on. Like, who are you?
Yeah, so it's all awful and all crazy, but it's fun to watch because it's a train wreck. Show.
Yeah.
Please tune in. It's a train wreck. You know, hit me up. You know, text me what you got to do. Like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.